This is a short exercise on grammatical analysis for nouns and verbs and an adjective in the Oxford Latin series. In this sentence here, dum Trojani a Sicilia ad Italiam navigant, you could make a pretty good guess that navigant was plural, third plural, and that Trojani was nominative plural to go with it. There are various ways of demonstrating this, one of which is called the paradigm method. Paradigm just means an example, where a grammar book takes a particular adjective, in this case it's an adjective, Trojani, and displays all the endings and in what case those endings are. Okay, so Africanus, nominative singular, Africani, nominative plural, Africanum, accusative singular, Africanos, accusative plural. Okay? So all you do in this method is compare the ending on Trojani and see which one fits it best. In this case, it should be Africani, and so our word here must be nominative plural. Okay, so write all that down here. Write down nominative plural. Write down, yeah. And what is the paradigm method here? Simply a method of comparison of one type of formal grammar to a similar type. A more ancient type is called analogy. A is to B, as C is to D. Kansas is to Topeka, as Texas is to blank. And if you knew that the capital of Texas was Austin, you could fill it in where D is. Okay? So it's a way of using three things that you do know. State, Texas, sorry, so it would be state, capital, compared to a different state and a different capital. Okay. All right, so in grammar it would go like this. Trojanus is to navigat, as Trojani is to navigant. So both of these words mean basically Trojan, except this is singular, a Trojan, and this is plural, Trojans. And in both cases, you have the verb has to be modified to go with, we say, go with, accord with the subject. So this is a singular subject. We need a singular verb ending. And as you should know by now, T by itself is a singular, third-person singular ending. Okay. The same is true of Trojani. The Trojans sail. A second method of doing this, a way of doing it, is this paradigm. Hector est Trojanus. Hector is a Trojan. And then the comparison is filiae priami sunt Trojani. There. That is to say, the ending, the meaning is the same. He's a singular Trojan. These are plural Trojan women. They have to alter their ending to suit the context. Okay, I'll give you an exercise in a minute, about 25 or 30 of these, so I know you can identify these sorts of things. Okay. The verbs are somewhat easier. This is how the paradigm sets it up in sort of very bare bones, minimalist language, you would say, especially if you were related to scientists, which I am. Let's say where, in the case where, first person singular equals I. Second person singular equals you. Third person singular equals he or she. First person plural equals we. Second person plural equals you. Third person plural equals they. Okay. I would then ask you to translate these words here. So navigo, I don't tell you directly, but you can see from the way the paradigm is set up that there are columns of singular and plural, and persons are rows. Okay. So the first person endings are all in the row labeled 1. The second person endings are all in the row labeled 2, and the third person endings are all in the row labeled 3. So I'd like you to, with that information, you need to be able to combine the various parts of it and come up with the meaning. Okay? The one further thing you need to know is that the verb navigo means sail. So to translate navigo, I'll set this up below. Sail I. Sorry, that's the bed in this hospital. Sail. And then you could say I. But in English, you would always say I sail. And we wrote it this way because the O here comes at the end, and that's what the I of sail means. Okay. Navigamos also begins with the stem sail, but has the ending meaning we on it. So not sail we, but we sail. Okay. And then you should be able to do the same for these sail you plural, sail, sails he or she, and sails they. Okay. That's about enough of an explanation. I'll give you the attachment to this exercise. We'll have examples where I'm just asking you to apply these principles. And I'm not expecting you to be able to do it all at first or remember it all at once, but we should make a try at it. Hopefully I'll be out of here soon and be able to talk to you more directly, but until then,